Thanks, Shelley. I appreciate it. I just would like to hear from the candidates what they think the core functions of the HOA are. I've heard a lot about turning landscaping back over to homeowners and not spending any dollars, but what are the two or three or four things that you as a candidate think the HOA, master HOA, should be doing with our resources for the community?
Okay, Patrick, you're up.
Great. Thanks, Jason. The primary job, I think, of the HOA is to manage HOA typical activities. You know, this sounds like a joke, but in Nick Panos's lawsuit, he opposes the painting of the mailboxes in the community, the repainting of the mailboxes. Our mailbox down here that town homeowners and condo owners share was painted 10 years ago, you know, when we moved in. The cleaning of the shoveling of snow from sidewalks, the removal of moss, slippery moss from sidewalks, you know, when that gets overgrown. You know, typical safety and, you know, management activities. The irrigation system, for some reason, is a contentious issue in some of the public board meetings. I don't know why we should not pay for and maintain the irrigation system that keeps our plants and trees alive, for example. There's, you know, a lot of vendor management associated with this very large community. You know, we have more than 700 homes. 200-ish of them are townhomes, and 500 plus of them are condos. It's all integrated, as you all know, right? Like, we all live here. It's not simply divided and individually managed. It's part of this planned community. It's a planned community. It was the largest infill development inside the Beltway when it was being built. And so that's complex, you know. There's lots of risk management issues to deal with, of course, you know, insurance, you know, following up with vendors, all that sort of stuff require professional HOA management and, you know, not kind of the drama show that gets put on most of the time. So that's what I think are the core responsibilities. I would really like to take the temperature down in some of these meetings. It's not a good use of anybody's time. And it's, you know, it's frankly like, you know, it makes your blood pressure go up. And I don't think we have to do that with neighbors. It can be a non-contentious and straightforward set of management activities. Thanks.
Thanks, Patrick. Michael?
I appreciate those well-reasoned comments from Patrick. I think my biggest joy is to listen to the fellow homeowners in the community, reason out their concerns, ensure the legality, expand this community. I don't think we ought to stand by just what the city standard is for an area like this. I think we want to be better than the city standard. I think we want this to be the nicest neighborhood around. We have the opportunity to do that. We've got new homes. We've got a nice setting, fabulous location. Let's do more than what the city says is their responsibility. This is our opportunity to make this and to boost our property values accordingly, and to ensure that we don't have the long-term negative implications of neglect in a community. And that is a cavity that has a tendency to expand, and I don't think any of us want that. So let's gel together, do what's legal and what's commonsensical, and move forward. And I will be a listening ear to the fellow citizens in this community. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Nicholas?
Jason, I object to the form of your question. I never said no spending on landscaping. Never said it. And one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not bear false witness against another. You misrepresented anything I said. I actually love landscaping, and I've said it at meetings. I went to an undergraduate university principally because they are ranked as one of the top 5 college campuses in the U.S. Beautiful, bucolic campus in a valley. I also went to law school in Colorado. So I ski, I golf, I donate to the Nature Conservancy, and my wife is from Vietnam and cultivates basically a tropical forest in the property that she owns. in a different location that coincidentally is managed by FSR. So I'm a little put off by the question. I have no opposition to landscaping or improving the values in terms of resale value in the community. And there are a lot of things that I could do, like regulate the posting of all these realtor signs everywhere that, again, there's free advertising. When does anyone ever pull off the street nowadays because they saw that sign? It looks like everyone's leaving the community with all the for sale signs. So I had a long history of regulating the realtors at my former property where I served. I also think that the number one job of the director is first to read the law and the organizational documents, create an itemized spreadsheet of exactly what the financial obligations are of the HOA. And it's not just me making that determination. It's the state of Virginia that actually specified that every single budget has to itemize the capital requirements and show how much money we have saved towards those goals. Well, I complained about that, and apparently it's going to be fixed in the next budget. So I was correct in my assessment. So that's the type of contribution that I've been making, but that's the obligation of every homeowner. It's not necessarily to listen to concerns. It's not a civic association. It is a non-stock corporation, and you have liability, potentially criminal liability, for making the wrong decision. So if Mr. Doherty wants to keep landscaping as usual, if all these landscaping replacements go in to condominium property that's scheduled for October 16th, you have criminal exposure. We don't own the land. There is no legal obligation. And if you're spending my money on that type of pet project, you're doing it willfully. It's willful misconduct. And if Pat wants to go ahead and continue as he represented, I'm going to sue him immediately once he approves one of those expenses.
Okay, thanks, Nicholas. Darlita?
Yeah, I think I agree to definitely be well versed in understanding all of the documents for the HOA and to be well managed. I do agree with that, but I also think it's good to be an open advocate and to be sensible and to be an open ear and to also have safety for the community. And I think those are the core values of what a board member should have. Thank you.